This is actually from the CEO of Randstad. Randstad is a employment agency, a temp a temp agency, and what he's saying about the future is something quite frightening, or it's just on the horizon of what they already knew already, because they're trying to phase you out. They're already phasing you out. They're already laying off. They're already getting rid of the workforce. And the reason why is because they've had AI for decades, but now they're just introducing it to the world like it's a new thing. But that this is something that they've had for a very, very, very long time. I mean, probably even longer than, most of us were alive, to be honest with you, for half a century. But now they're just getting to a point where it's kind of phasing out the workforce. And I don't know if this is doom and gloom or this is just reality of what things are going to be. So here, let's show this right here. This is the CEO of Randstad. Now, what's just crazy about Randstad, when I think of Randstad, it's like I've had so many different corporate jobs in my life, and I've had so many different, a lot of them were temp jobs. So it's crazy because I remember having to work. I think I even worked for Randstad a few times with different temp agency placement places where they place you at, just different corporate, financial, whatever type of temp jobs. But this is what he has to say.
Are coming up rapidly. I would say you can make a good career and good money in skilled trade. That's definitely a career track. The days of, okay, go to college and do something in an office, they are over. So you got to be smarter than that. I think technology, any kind of technology, is still a good career trajectory. The skilled trades are coming up rapidly. I would say you can make a good career and good money in skilled trade. That's definitely a career track. The days of, okay, go to college and do something in an office, they are over.
Uh-oh. What does that mean? What does that mean for a CEO? Like you can see right here, this is from CNBC International. Randstad CEO Sander van Noordenden told CNBC that technology and skilled trades are becoming strong alternatives to traditional office careers. What does that mean? What does that mean? It means that you are being priced out. I always talk about this. This is something that I talked about last year. If you followed me, this is something that I told you that was coming. I told you that we are in the time where we have the largest generational wealth that is being transferred, the largest transfer of generational wealth. Either if you're involved in it or if you're not involved in it, it's happening right now as we speak. And you're at a very significant part in your life, in a very significant part where you can make the change happen for yourself. You can start with the smallest business startup with eBay. You can start that, and then you can invest the money back into these technologies, into your own business, into your own freedom to getting these things back for yourself. A lot of times people think that you can't do it because, I need more than $100. I need more than $200. I need more than $1,000. No, you don't. You can break free from it for $20, for $30. And that's going to be something I'm going to segue. We're going to talk about on the next one. But I'm just showing this right here. This is something that his whole business. Think about this. His business is having job placements for people to go into the office. So why would it benefit him to be on the world stage and not keep that secret and say to you the days, look, he has it right here. The days of going to college are over. Recruitment giant. And you know why they're over. I wish that I had this video set up, but I don't right now. They have too many videos lately. I'm pretty sure that you guys seen it too, where you have these kids who graduate college nowadays and they're getting in fights. All right. they're getting in fights, or their families is getting in fights in the stands, or like they're just like, these are supposed to be our future doctors and lawyers. I don't think so. I think the future generation is doomed, really. And I think that's why they're also introducing the AI, because they know that the future generation is doomed. Many of them, they pass by using AI, or many of them pass by just, they feel sorry for them. So they gave them participation trophies. These are the participation generation. So they already know. I was telling this to people 10 years ago that those days is over with, that HR they value people with experience than they value people who just got out of college. And I don't have any experience at all, but I paid thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars for this piece of paper, but they don't have time to train you in this day and age when they have already fired and they got rid of departments because they're using AI to get rid of them. Why do they need some kid in there who doesn't know anything of the world, or maybe some kid in there, he's even a liability? You have kids nowadays, like, I'm gonna be honest, and they can't say this. Companies can't say this because they could get sued, but a lot of companies nowadays, they definitely check on who you are as far as your profile or your social setting, because a lot of these kids nowadays, they're indoctrinated with different ideas and they're a liability. So they don't want you to come in there with your ideologies and your different things, and then you cause problems for the company. This company could get sued. The company is like, you're too emotionally attached to these ideologies of whatever you feel of the world. Like, you have kids out here who are chanting and all of their stuff, who haven't even lived a life yet, who don't know anything, who haven't paid taxes yet, who don't know anything of the world, but then they have all these ideas until they get into the world, and companies don't want to deal with it, but they can't come out and say they don't want to deal with it, but they're just done with it. All right. So instead, they just know that they rather have AI to replace you. And I told you that. So you need to put yourself in a situation where you're irreplaceable. Start your own business. What do I always say? Nobody pays you like you pay yourself. So here, let me go off of that right here. Let's go into the next one right here. Check this out. Hold on, quick break. This is important. I want to let you know that you were already an artist, you were already a creator, and you were already a phenomenal person. You don't have to be tech savvy. You don't have to have social media following, an email list, or any outdated ways that they say that you have to sell art. Everything is already mapped out for you on eBay, where they already have the market there for you. I've sold over 17,000 paintings on eBay, and I did it by being a ghost. I wasn't on social media. I didn't use it to market. I didn't do any of that stuff. I just focused on being on eBay, and you can too from the comfort of your home. You don't have to go to art fairs. You don't have to try to get new networking or anything like that. Everything is mapped out for you. So like I said, you don't have to be tech savvy. I have a system where you could copy and paste all the things in there. I have videos of how you can set up your account. I have everything there for you, so that way you could get started. You get started with a 14-day sales activity challenge. That way you could get your first sales, and then you could get your first transactions. You're gonna have your first sales by the time that you're done with the 14-day sales activity. But the best part is that you're not alone. You're going to be having a supportive community that's going to be there along with you. Other courses, they just have where you're going through it alone and you're just trying to figure it out. But here, you're always going to have a full supportive community of people who already succeeded, who already gone through the steps, and will help you along the way. And you can ask any questions. And we also have a weekly Q&A call where you can ask me any questions. All right. So you have nothing to lose. Look, everything in the world has gone up in pricing. So give yourself a chance right now where you can make some additional income for yourself, for your family, and see what you want to do. All right, here, let me pull this over. The CEO of Claude, Anthropic, releases a list of jobs that will be affected by AI. You're not about to have a job. You're not about to have a job, okay? As we like to call it. Anthropic says that AI may transform, they're being nice. It's already transformed. Anthropic is the leader when it comes to AI. It's not even OpenAI. It's not ChatGPT. It's Anthropic. All right. I love Anthropic. I'm not even going to lie to you. I love Claude. But at the same point, I love it because I'm a business owner and I'm not putting myself in a situation where I'm letting them price me out. No one is coming to save you. You have to save yourself. So we're in a day and age where you can use the same tools that are making people rich. Like I said earlier in the show, being broke in 2026 is a choice. It is a choice because most people are losers nowadays where they don't want to even show up. It costs you nothing to show up. I know if I didn't have any money at all, right? One of the first things that I would do in this day and age, if I didn't have no money at all, I would Uber I would Uber for a little bit just so I could save up for a subscription of what, $30, and then I would get Claude AI. I would work with it for a month and I would build my business up from there. That's what I would do. But he says this. Its research suggests that tasks like coding, customer support, customer service, research, data processing are increasingly vulnerable to automation. Mass layoffs have not arrived. What is he talking about? Yeah, they arrived. They're getting rid of you, and they're just calling it what do they call it? They call it reorg. They always call it reorg when reorganization. We're reorging your department. That's a layoff. But hiring is already shifting as companies rely more on AI, especially for entry level roles. Oh no, 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 no. Entry level jobs. So everything basically what they said on there, that is 80% of the workforce when it comes to America. That is 80% of the workforce. They're mostly entry level jobs. Even if you think that you have a title, really what you're doing is data processing, which it has it right here. You're mostly doing data processing. You're mostly doing coding or customer support, customer service, and research. Even if you're doing, well, I'm doing accounts payables. I'm a senior analyst, whatever. Those days is over with. Why do they have to hire an analyst when they can have Anthropic, Claude do it within a couple of seconds, a couple of minutes? So right here, he shows right here, these are going to be the positions that are at high risk from AI. So let's see some of these positions and let's see where you lie at in your day-to-day operations, with your day-to-day job that you do to support yourself. If any of these, I don't know, if they lie in it, okay, let's just see. Are you in management? Most people are. Are you in business and finance? I would say 70% are. Computer and math, most are. Architecture and engineering, like that used to be a big field right there that people would go to college for. You're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars to be an architect and an engineer. Why would I have to do that when I could just have Claude do it in a couple of minutes for me? It's so advanced nowadays, and they keep updating the models in the versions every week now at this point. So why do I need to have some kid come into my business who I could get sued for, who hasn't learned anything into the world, who has their own ideologies and their own whatevers, right? And no, I'm just gonna hire that. Are you also in life and social sciences? Or are you in legal? Yeah, legal is gone. Legal is one of the things that is being affected. Matter of fact, I think it was in New York they tried to propose a bill where it's illegal for you to, or they tried to make it illegal. Yeah, in New York they tried to make it illegal for you to use AI for law advice, or for I think it was law advice and also medical. Why? Because those are big businesses. Now think about it. We're heading into the future. What do I need a lawyer for? What do I need a lawyer when I could have Claude or I could have AI just be my attorney and they would give me better advice? The reason why is because a lot of these businesses, a lot of the system is built on these businesses where they're making money off of the structure from you paying the retainer fee, from you paying for the medical. You think they would actually have a cure out there to really help people if they weren't making trillions of dollars off of it? The medical industry right there, they're in trouble with that. Look at this. Let's keep going down the list. Education and library. Now think about this. I think it was what was it, a month ago, 2 months ago? You had at the White House the president of France, and I think also it was Melania Trump. They come out on the red carpet with a robot walking side by side, saying that the future for Europe in education was going to be the robot. It was going to be a robot. You know why? It's the same thing. They don't want these teachers to come in there and have all this hassle. What teachers union hold things up, or these guys, all these teachers with all these different ideologies. They're done with it. So instead, they're going with the AI version. Arts and media, they're already doing that. Hollywood is dead. The scripts are garbage. And a lot of the stuff they're trying to blame nowadays is because it's written by AI. So a lot of the scripts nowadays are written by AI, and a lot of the arts itself is written by AI. I mean, heck, look. I guess we're guilty of that as well, because when it comes to arts, we still produce, like, we're still original, right? But we're not recreating the wheel. I'm not telling you to spend hours thinking about one original painting and understanding the symmetry and lining it up and doing the checkboards and all of that. No. Instead, what I'm telling you to do is use AI. So we create AI references ourselves here, right? And we put it up on the projector. So we still paint it. We're still original, but we also use AI ourselves. I'm not going to be one of those type of people where the day that airplanes are invented or a car is invented, I'm going to say, that's evil. That's the devil. I'm never going to use that. And then you're just going to be back in the past. And then you're going to be back in the past while everybody else is succeeding. They're making money. And you're complaining that, well, at least I didn't take on to that technology. I don't, but yet you have a cell phone, right? Like you have a computer. I'm not going to be one of those type of people. I refuse to be one of those type of people that's not going to advance into technology. I can't stop it, so I'm going to join it. Or listen, look at this, office and administrative. How many of you are office and administrative? Plenty of you are. Plenty of you are. You know it. Also, look, sales, social services. I mean, pretty much they're being nice right here, and they're telling you that every job is at risk. All of these jobs that's 98% of the jobs in America. And AI is at a point right now where it's basically singular, and it's thinking on its own, and it's advanced. These are done. I tried to tell you it is coming, and you are going to be more in trouble because they're already producing underneath the roofs right now. They're already producing the physical version of AI, which is the robots. So you need to put yourself in position to save yourself. No one is coming to save you, okay? Prayer is not a substitute for hard work. You have to put the work in. God's like, I already did the work for you. I made sure that you were born with 2 arms, 2 legs, a brain, and 2 legs. Other people, you got other people, and I made sure that you were born in a pretty decent country, right? With first world problems. You could make the money, but it's up to you. I mean, put yourself in position where you can save yourself. Join the elite community. If you're not already part of the elite community, click the link below. Click the link that's in the chat so you could join. It's a 7-day free trial. You don't even have anything to lose off of that. So you could just get in there, and then that way you can start building up your store, build up your business. There is no overhead starting off with employees. You don't have to do all of this other stuff that businesses have to do. Think about how hard it is for businesses nowadays to even start off with. Like, they have to beg for money from the bank just so they could get started. And then it's not even promised to them of what things are. Like, I can't even imagine being in that type of situation. We're in the best situation right now, and it's up to you to save yourself. And these are things right here where this is why I created our community. This is why I created it. So that way you could be in a situation to save yourself. I thought it was always important. I remember before I really went into coaching, I remember I had a conversation with God, and I said, I wanted to do it, but I was nervous about showing different things. And he said, just show everything, just show everything, be transparent, no secrets, share it. But then I also said to myself, because it clicked, I said, okay, what's the purpose of me being successful? What's the purpose of me making money if I can't make sure that other people can't make money as well too? Or if I can't share the tools that other people can make money, then that's just boring. That was boring to me, and that's whack. Like, I didn't want to be in that situation, and that's kind of how I was. And I feel better now than I've ever felt before, where I could share the knowledge and I can share the value to how to free yourself, because nobody else is talking about these things. How to free yourself because it's already here right now, and they're already talking about it. You got Randstand talking about there's no more jobs for you. Those days of college, just sitting in the office, is over with. Yeah. And you got right here the leader of AI telling you that these jobs are gone. They've already priced you out. So don't price yourself out. And there we have it right there. That's the end of the video. Like I said, you don't have to be a traditional artist. You can do this for yourself. You can start making money as early as next week. You can have everything mapped out and set up for you. Click the link below. Join us in the eBay art community so you can do this for yourself. But if you're not interested, then that's fine too. Just leave me a like on this video. Let me know that you appreciate the art that we're creating and the cool stuff that we're talking about and that you're vibing with it. Hey, that means the world to me as well. All right, I'm going to check you out on the next video.